Good morning, everybody. It is me, Josh, is Weather Forecasting, and welcome back to another video, guys. As you can tell, this is actually going to be a bit of a different video now. Instead of talking about the huge issues with the excessive heat and all that, we're going to be talking about this very soon changing pattern that will bring widespread cold temperatures. I know we still have this heat, but it won't last a lot longer, only about 2 days or so. But it's really going to be changing really, really fast. We're already starting to see some cooler temperatures out there for parts of the northern plains. And it's very soon going to bring some fall temperatures out here. It's going to be incredibly cold for some of the areas that got triple digits. Can see they're almost 20 degrees below average, so it's going to be going from like 50 degrees of a difference, guys, so it's going to be crazy. And yeah, before we get to the video, be sure to like this video so that lets me know that you guys like more videos like these, so I can do more. Also, be sure to share this channel for any friends or cousins, any neighbors that you think will love this channel or want to know anything about weather. And also be sure to subscribe for daily updates on the weather and all that. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to know how much longer this heat's going to last, how much longer until this cold blast comes, and are we really going to see fall temperatures in your areas? That'll all come right up. Alright, everybody, as you can tell, we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service right now. I don't think we're going to see any freeze warnings or freeze watches, anything like that, really. But we are still seeing these excessive heat warnings, excessive heat watches, and excessive heat heat advisories. So we're actually going to see just a whole lot of areas with these excessive heat warnings and watches. It did die down a little bit. We did have some over here, and then it did move up to the north a little bit. Now we don't have a lot more for Nebraska, really. We have no more for South Dakota there. But we do have a lot more excessive heat warnings out here for parts of the mid-Atlantic coast from the New England area all the way to North Carolina, because the Northeast will really get the really warm temperatures today and tomorrow, and then they will start to see warmer temperatures, but it will be cooling down a little bit. And then we'll also be seeing excessive heat warnings out here for the plains, through the Ozarks, into the Ohio Valley area, and all the way into Detroit and southern Wisconsin area. So we actually have a lot of excessive heat warnings out here. And then we do have heat advisories for the Northeast, also for the Mid-Atlantic out here, for Pennsylvania, for the South, for the Carolinas. And we also do have these heat advisories for the South Central, all the way from the Memphis area to Wichita. And then we have some severe thunderstorm warnings and severe thunderstorm watches out here, because we are still going to be seeing these strong storms out there. But nothing really with the cold temperatures based on advisories. But if we look at the 6 to 10 day outlook, this is where you see how cold it's going to be very, very soon. So we're actually going to see these warm temperatures still from the Northeast, and for Florida again, the Northeast, we'll be seeing these warm temperatures getting worse today and tomorrow, since they got it the latest. And then we're also going to have extremely, extremely warm temperatures for the West, because this ridge changes. It's right here. It's going to be changing the pattern here. So now we're going to be super duper warm temperatures out here. See up to possibly 10 degrees above average for the California and Nevada area. And then maybe only about 2 to 5 degrees above average for the Idaho and Utah area. But if we look at the below average, we're going to see a whole big area for the Southeast there, and for the South Central. So if we go out here into the lighter shade of blue, we will be seeing that for the areas for the Carolinas and Kentucky there. We can see 1 to 2 degrees below average there. If we go in the darkest shade there, that's going to be affecting parts of the Dallas area and the Georgia area and Nashville. That's where we can see 2 to 3. But as we go closer into the darkest, if we go more into the smaller areas that I see the darkest color, that's where we're going to see the most below average temperatures there. That's going to be for Dallas, for Louisiana, for Mississippi, and for Arkansas and Memphis. So we can see actually potentially 3 to 4 degrees below average. It's going to be crazy. And then the area where we can see the coldest temperatures this week is going to be into Little Rock and parts of Arkansas and Louisiana and parts of Texas. We'll be seeing the coldest temperatures there. It's going to be crazy how cold it could reach there. Now we're going to be looking at 8 to 14 day outlook. By the next 14 days, it starts to cool down. The cool temperatures start to go back to normal. It's only going to be about a degree or 1 to 3 degrees below average. We're going to see less than a degree below average for these areas in the light shade of blue. And then we'll see maybe 1 to 2 degrees below average out here for the South Central. That's when we will be seeing these temperatures in the Northeast start to get a lot warmer by the end of next week, that's where we start to see these average temperatures start to come in for much of the country out here. For the gray, we'll be seeing some cold temperatures out there for the northern part of the country. And then we'll be seeing these warmer temperatures still out there for the west. So it's going to be warm for the west for a very, very long time, especially the areas in the western coast there for Oregon, California, and a bit more inland to Nevada. So now we're going to be looking at the next 3 to 4 weeks, because a lot of you guys want to know, like, far out. But we're not going to go to 3 months right now because it has not changed a lot. But if we go to the next 3 to 4 weeks, we will be seeing above average temperatures for much of the area. We're going to see coast to coast, basically, for much of the coastal areas in the south. So from all the way to the northeast, for the south central, all the way to the northwest, we will be seeing above average temperatures. And then we will be seeing some below average temperatures out here for the northern plains. We will be having another cold front coming in around the first week of August. That's when that will happen there. Then we'll be seeing some drier conditions for the south central, for the northwest, and for the northeast. And then wetter conditions out here for the plains. So we see cooler and wetter temperatures. So that is a sign that we can have a cooler fall. So now we're going to be looking at the temperature anomaly. So today we'll be seeing again these warmer temperatures in the northeast. It's not going to be as bad right now, but tomorrow's looking like it could get extremely bad there, possibly up to 6 to 7 degrees below average. And then the Denver area and Kansas area can see still up to possibly 6 to 8 degrees below average. We already see these cooler temperatures out here for the southeast right now. We already have up to 2 to 3 degrees below average for Georgia. And we already have these cooler temperatures into Oklahoma and Texas there. That's finally getting in those cooler temperatures there. And then look at this ridge. This is where it's going to be right now. We're going to see possibly up to 8 to 12 degrees below average for the areas in the northwest. But as we go more into the 22nd, it's really going to start changing really, really fast. So we are going to be seeing, again, these warmer temperatures get worse and worse for the northeast. Oh, that's not what I want to have. It will be getting warmer and warmer for the northeast this week, so we can actually get up to possibly 12 degrees above average for the Boston area, and then we'll be seeing these above average temperatures for the Ohio Valley area and Mid-Atlantic, only by 4 degrees above average, really. That's when this ridge, and it starts to change right here. We are going to be seeing possibly up to 12 to 16 degrees below average, especially for northern Montana, and also for Wyoming into parts of the northern plains. We will be seeing these cooler temperatures start to be widespread, especially as we go into parts of early next week there. We will be seeing these warmer temperatures start to get a bit better for the northeast. Like I said, it is going to be better, but it's still going to be above average temperatures. We will be seeing only about 6 to 8 degrees above average for the New England area. And then we will be seeing these warmer temperatures only about 2 to 3 degrees above average for these areas into the Mid-Atlantic. Look at this huge blob of cold air. We're actually going to see very, very cold temperatures right here for the Nebraska and South Dakota area, up to 16 degrees below average. And then we have another area that can see up to 4 to 6 degrees below average for the north or the southeast. And that's when we start to see these warmer temperatures start to form into the west, because it is going to be changing the pattern. It's going to bring widespread cooler temperatures there. We're going to see a huge widespread area of just cold temperatures for many areas of the eastern part of the country there. The northeast can see up to 16 degrees below average. So the plains and the Ozarks in this purple color, we can see possibly to 10 degrees below average, all the way to the Texas area. And then we will see very cold temperature for Virginia, up to 18 degrees below average there. And then for me, I will be seeing possibly only 8 to 9 degrees below average. It's going to be very cold. We're going to have some highs in the high 70s. That's not really an occasion you're usually seeing late July. And then we will be seeing these warmer temperatures into the west. It will be lasting quite a while, actually. We're going to have very cold temperatures again to the southeast there. By the 25th of July, this is my birthday party day, we will be seeing some very, very cold temperatures out here, especially for the Kansas and Oklahoma area, up to still possibly 8 degrees above average. And then we will be seeing this get a bit smaller, but we will be seeing a second wave come in, with bringing very, very widespread cold temperatures, possibly up to 16 degrees below average, while we still have the below average temperatures for the southeast, guys. So it's going to be very complicated. We're going to have very cold temperatures out here, widespread, and potentially affect the southeast as we go into, again, the first close to the first week of August. We could be seeing some very cold temperatures for a very, very long time, all the way to August 1st. Look at this, guys. We can see up to possibly 12 degrees below average the last day of July. And it's looking like guys, it could be a very, very cold July and very cold August. Look at all these cold fronts that are gonna be coming in. So now we're gonna be looking at the real-time temperatures. So we're gonna have some hundreds today out here for the plains here, and we are gonna have some hundreds out here for the Mid-Atlantic. And then today we will be seeing up to some high 90s into the New England area. But look at this, some 60s for the highs. That's some 60s out there. That's how cold it is out there for the plains. But these cold areas will be getting widespread. Look at these highs now. We'll be having some highs in the 60s for the Buffalo area. Some widespread 70s for the plains, as they were just a couple of days ago in the triple digits. So again, the heat does get worse as we predicted in the west. We will be seeing these cooler, warmer temperatures into the plains, or sorry, the south central, and then we will be seeing these 90s start to get a bit better into the parts of the Mid-Atlantic. As we go into the highs, though, look at these highs, 59 for Maine, and look at these highs though, for some 70s up to 70 degrees for Georgia. It's very, very rare. Oh god, we're going to have 108, 102. We're going to have very, very warm temperature for the next couple of days out here, but we're going to have constant cold fronts coming into the east part. But it's going to get worse and worse. 113 degrees for the California area. And it's just going to get a lot worse for the California area. We're going to have some cooler temperatures, but we're just going to have constant triple digits for the Death Valley area. Alright guys, now we're going to be looking at the European model now. So as we can tell, we are going to see these warmer temperatures out here. For the northeast, we're going to see up to 9 to possibly, at some point, 11 degrees above average for the Vermont area. And again, we will be seeing this heat start to decrease into the Ozarks and the Plains. I know it's still going to be above average, but it will be decreasing to only about 5 degrees above average compared to like 16. And then again, we're going to have this cold air in the Alabama area up to possibly maybe only about 2 to 3 degrees below average there. But look at this cold air. Again, we are seeing these 50s in these areas already, up to possibly 9 degrees below average. So again, it is still going to be very, very cold though. Next 3 days, it's going to be widespread cold air. We're going to see just huge areas that can see possibly up to 7 degrees below average. Again, the northeast will be getting these warmer temperatures by early next week. The 23rd, we will be seeing these slightly cooler temperatures, only about 2 to 3 degrees above average there. And then we will be seeing again these warmer temperatures getting up to 7 degrees above average for the western part of the country. That's going to be bringing in huge areas that can have a lot of cold air, especially the northeast. Can see maybe about 2 to 3 degrees below average there. And then Little Rock again. These areas in the south central will be seeing basically the bullseye, the cold air. And then as we go to the 27th of July, it looks like we are going to have some slightly cooler air stick around to the southeast. So it's going to be nice for me. And then that's when that warm air does come into the northeast again. And then look at this huge jet stream right here, guys. That's up to 13 degrees below average. It's looking like we're going to have some huge polar blasts come in very soon. And then we will possibly see these above average temperatures start to come back by the 30th of July on the European model. Now, last we're going to be looking at the real-time temperatures for the European. So, let's go to today. We will be seeing these temperatures get up to 111 degrees for these areas into the southwest, and then we will only be seeing only a couple areas in the plains that can see triple digits. We are starting to have them go back to the high 90s, and then look at this, some nice 60s, some nice 70s out here. It's gonna be nice weather, but oh gosh, up to 116 degrees below average, 116 degrees above average, 116 degrees, and then it's gonna bring in some nice 50s and 60s out there, but oh gosh, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse for the west. We're gonna have some triple digits get into the Sierra Mountains. Now, don't usually see that, and then we're just gonna have constantly triple digits. We're gonna have again these 70s still out here, so maybe we're gonna have some mid 80s, but we are gonna see again these 90s out here into the plains because it is summer. They're not gonna get out of the 90s like that, and then we will be seeing these up to 117 degrees. It's crazy. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do apologize for my stuffy nose. I'm a bit sick, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, bye guys.